resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek with David D. Squared and Brian Held. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here are your hosts, Brian Held and D. Squared.
Greetings, people of Earth. This is The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared with
Brian Held.
Brian Held, how the hell are you, buddy?
I am fantastic, man. We are at CypherCon in Lake Charles.
Is that where we're at?
Yes, that's where we're at right now, recording this show.
All right, as always, we'll open up with a little segment we call Top Nerd News. Second segment, who's the guest that you interviewed?
Okay, so the guest that I interviewed is Miss Jency Griffin Hogan. She is an actress here in Louisiana, Hollywood South, and she's promoting the Louisiana International Film Festival.
All right, now also WrestleMania is going on tonight, and all week leading on, WWE had all their WWE superstars rolling around the iHeart studios. So I got to interview Braun Strowman, Bobby Roode, and Alexa Bliss, who is 5 feet of fury.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
5 feet
so
of two-fisted fury, right?
No, 5 feet of fury. She's short. It's all about branding. You should know better.
All right.
And then after that, we'll close out the show like we always do with This Week in Geek History. All right, let's get down to it, baby. And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by CypherCon, April 6th, 7th, and 8th at the Lake Charles Civic Center. For more information, go to cyphercon.org. And now, your top nerd news stories. But he needs to update the top nerd news announcer that we're actually, at CypherCon.
Yes, that will be you, Dave.
Well, he sucks.
All right.
All right, Brian, what's topping us off tonight?
All right. Well, reports are that Amazon's Lord of the Rings TV series is going to have 5 seasons and will cost $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yes.
I'm not sure what to think about this, man. I mean, it's all the Silmarillion crap, right? Some of it, or are they rebooting the whole damn thing? I mean, 5 seasons seems a bit, I don't know,
it's
overkill?
It's events taking place before the Fellowship of the Ring, so
it's prequel. So, like, Jar Jar Binks is showing up?
No. No.
All right.
But, we're probably going to see elements of the Silmarillion, right?
Right.
I mean, that's the there's a wealth of information in that deal. So
yeah, but I mean, most of it was boring as hell.
Well, it does read like a set of stereo instructions. I will agree. So
I don't know. I guess if you put some big budget dollars behind it, maybe it'll look better. I'm not sure, but I mean.
Well, I mean, Peter Jackson did try to include some of it in The Hobbit, much to some fans' chagrin.
Right.
But
I don't know. I think some of it kind of goes back to last week's show when we were talking about Ready Player One, where, the book adaptations are completely going to be different, where you have the army marches on the field is like one sentence in a book, but in Lord of the Rings, it's about a 3-minute sequence, where you got a whole bunch of orcs and humies, taking the field.
Right.
So, I don't know, $1 billion seems a bit much, but I mean, 5 seasons.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're spending, what, $250-500 million on some movie productions, and that's just 2 hours, right?
Yes.
So, we'll see. All right.
Reboots? You want to talk about reboots?
Oh, God.
Reboots?
Gary Whitta is developing a Last Starfighter reboot.
Yes, he is. Greetings, Starfighter.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I mean, from what I was reading, though, it might not just be a reboot. It might actually be like a sequel, perhaps, where it's going to be more like they need another Starfighter again. And so, obviously, cabinet games are have gone the way of the dodo, except over there in the corner, Brian. They got cabinet games over there.
Over at CypherCon? Yeah, okay.
So, but... All right, just kind of like Jumanji. They had who plays board games anymore. That one sentence explained why the rest of the movie was going to be all about video games and Jumanji.
Well, but Jumanji was very well done. It was clearly a sequel. It was continuing the story. It was great.
Okay,
right?
Well, we haven't seen the damn movie yet.
Well,
we're reading trash off the internet.
It's saying here that it's going to be a combination of a reboot and a sequel. They're saying that I'll honor the legacy of the original film by passing on the torch to a new generation. I think that there's some importance in retelling stories and getting a new take on it, right? I just wish they'd carry stuff forward instead of rehashing.
They're going to do that with like Jumanji. All right, let's just say like Xbox Gold, free games with Gold. You get all these free games. Let's just say on the iPhone and on the Xbox and every platform, all of a sudden some great game is available to play for free. No strings attached, no goddamn banner ads or anything like that.
Okay.
Everybody and their brother would download it.
Right.
So then you've got an entire planet worth of people, becoming the Last Starfighter. And so, it's kind of like I'm going to be on the Shanghai, Dragons someday. Just like this Last Starfighter thing. It's going to happen. Don't you mock me.
All right.
Serious.
All right.
What's next?
So John, how do I pronounce his last name? Krasinski? No?
Krasinski? Oh, Krasinski. Yeah. From The Office.
Wants to play Mr. Fantastic.
Well, he can want it all he wants.
Actually, he's been getting some hate on our Facebook page.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Well, look, I didn't realize he directed A Quiet Place. Actually, that movie looks like it's going to be pretty damn good. On the Chris Gordy Show on Sports 1280, I've been doing some entertainment movie reviews, stuff like that.
Right.
You know how hard it is to make a sound clip for a movie that's supposed to be quiet? When you make a noise, you die? I'm like, what audio do you use? Just crickets chirping in the background? Well, the crickets are dead, too. What the hell am I supposed to use?
No, you're right.
Sorry, sidebar.
This is not the medium for A Quiet Place.
It's not. But we interview voice actors.
Right.
But he was in the running for Captain America at one point. He was either that or Thor. Like, he was in the top three.
Yeah.
It was Captain America.
It was Captain America,
See?
yeah.
I read stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Junction. All right, so you see him in The Office. He's a funny kind of guy, so I don't know. I mean, Mr. Fantastic's he's got to be a studious nerd who can basically save you with a book, and I don't know if this guy can pull it off. I don't know.
Look, good comedians have a really good. They're very adept at playing dramatic roles.
Right.
I mean, look at Will Ferrell.
Let's just say here's the biggest problem that I have with the whole damn thing. I'm done with the Fantastic Four. They have crapped the bed 3 times running now. Forget them. I just don't care anymore.
Okay.
So even if Marvel does do it, everything they touch turns to friggin' gold. But at this point, I'm done with the Fantastic Four. I would go down with a Doom movie. If they made Doom and the Fantastic Four show up, yeah, great. I give 2 craps about them. I want a Doom movie.
Well, maybe they need to start by just bringing them into an existing property as like kind of
just have Doom, and then Dr. Doom kills them, and then we can move on. They kill him in the MCU, and everybody's happy.
But that's Marvel's first family, Dave. You can't get rid. Yes, they are. Absolutely.
Whatever.
All right. Well, did you want to talk
Vision
at all
and
about
Scarlet Witch? Those are my peeps.
All right. Did you want to talk about The Quiet Place at all?
It's going to be a quiet movie.
I don't think so. It is going to be absolutely horrifying.
It looks pretty scary.
Right, and it's got a very rare 100% on Rotten Tomatoes at present.
Damn.
So
I don't know. I like the concept.
Yeah.
I think it's an ingenious concept, and so I'm down with anything that's going to be new. I'll sure as hell give it a shot.
Right. So, well, and I saw the trailer too. I forget what movie we were watching, but I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward
I think
to
it's
it.
It's going to be good. All right, Stan Lee, elder abuse update. What? I hate people. Yeah, I hate people.
I know you do, Dave.
I hate people.
So this is such a weird story. Apparently, Stan Lee's blood was stolen, and it was used to sign Marvel comic books that were sold in Las Vegas.
Who does that?
Well,
who does that?
I mean, it reads like something that's on the Weekly World News, right? It's so strange. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening.
Well, it's still that same slimy SOB who was a for-profit charity, Hands of Help or something it's called. This is the guy who somehow got his hands on Stan Lee's power of attorney for a hot minute.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I mean, poor Stan. I mean, he went from like having zero cash, and then all of a sudden he's, rich than he can imagine. And now, all of a sudden, he's getting old and people are taking advantage of him.
But, yeah, apparently...
There's no saving us, Brian.
Apparently, you can buy these comic books. You could. They've taken them off. But they were retailing for up to $500 with a certificate of authenticity that said that the book had been hand-stamped with Stan Lee's solvent DNA ink. is what it was.
You know, I got a brilliant idea. How about every time we go see Stan or celebrity, we give them one of those glucose meters where they check their blood sugar level, and you just stab them in the finger, and then they press it on the comic book. So it's like a fingerprint. And, you know, everybody's fingerprints are different. You know, it's right there. It's in blood on the comic book who it is. Doesn't even have to sign it.
Yeah, how many times do you want to stab somebody?
I don't know, 3 or 4. I don't know. Is that enough?
Well, I mean, what if there's a whole line out the door? You're going to stab yourself?
It's their fault. They're a celebrity. Drink some more orange juice, damn it. Get in there. Spill some blood for the fans, damn it.
You know what this did remind me of, though, is that Kiss, the band, participated in a promotion where they went and had blood drawn in vials, then went to the factory that produced the ink for Marvel Comics, and there's photographs of them pouring the vials into the tubs of ink, and there were, like, notarized certificates that you could get with the comic that book was printed with Kiss's ink. That's totally true.
Printed in real blood.
Yes.
The Necronomicon. I said the words, damn it.
All right.
All right, what's next? We got a few more minutes before we run a break.
Okay, so Mark Hamill doesn't believe that another actress can play Leia.
I don't disagree with him, but I think he's too close. He's too close. I mean, that was like that was his sister, not just like on screen, but in real life almost. I mean, they had a very close bond. We talked about it again last week, where it's just like, you know, the whole story arc with Han Solo in the first one, Luke in the second one. This third one was supposed to kind of wrap up and give us the closure for Leia, but we're not going to get that now.
No, we're not. And the whole deal about Meryl Streep was just tied to an online petition. You know,
somebody actually went and dug through the internet and was like, okay, no, it was just some rando out in a trailer park somewhere. It was like, Meryl Streep, I love you.
Right,
and it went from there.
I mean, at this point, I think it would be best to simply write her out in the crawl, right? And use this movie as a vehicle to just move everything forward. How awesome would that be? I would totally be back on board the Star Wars train if that's how we got it. Because the last two, dude, Rogue One was awesome compared to 7 and 8.
Well, all right, I'm not going to argue about that, really. I mean, I think the biggest problem is that J.J. wasn't really slated to run the third one. You know, he gave Rian Johnson, you know, all his notes. And so now, I mean, everything has changed. So, I mean, whatever story arc they had planned, it's out the window now.
Well, I mean,
they already said we're not going to CGI her face on there. We already talked about that. So I think we're just boned. We're going to get whatever schlock they put up on the screen now at this point. But I'm going to go see it, and I'm going to tell everybody I loved it, like cats.
Yeah, I'll see it again and again.
And again and again.
There you go. I think Kathleen Kennedy's going to take care of things. I think she's a smart lady. All right, we got to get to a break here in a second.
Yes.
All right, so on the way out, retailers apparently have bought 500,000 copies of Action Comics number 1,000 from DC.
Oh, are they betting that it's going to be worth something?
Well, I mean, you know.
Well, you know, if you remove the supply, the demand goes up. Supply and demand, real simple.
Absolutely.
So maybe they're onto something.
Right, maybe so. All right, so who are we talking to, or who are you talking to in the next segment, Dave?
Oh, I'm up first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Alexa Bliss, Braun Strowman, and Bobby Roode. We're definitely going to talk with Alexa. She was a great interview. Actually, you know, one of her characters is really kind of based on Harley Quinn. So she's a cosplayer, and she's a Disney fan. So I'm going to marry her one day, Brian. Just FYI.
All right. Well, did you propose?
You can be the ring bearer.
Did she propose? Did you propose while she was in
she
studio?
proposed to me.
Really?
Yeah, she loved her some D-squared.
Okay.
All right, guys. When we get back, we're gonna hear from Alexa Bliss and possibly Braun Strowman because he kicked it up a notch. Bobby Roode was cool, but he didn't have his coffee that morning.
All right, guys. Stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. Come out to the St. Tammany Collectors Con April 28th at the Clarion in Covington. Toys, comic books, artists, games, and more. Meet actor John Anderson from Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Comics artist Derek Donovan, and see the Jeep from Jurassic Park. All-day entertainment for only $3 at the St. Tammany Collectors Con at the Clarion in Covington. Find out more info at sttammanycollectorscon.com. Join us. You'll be glad you did.
Do you have a message or logo that you need the world to see? Then rely on the folks at Gretna Signworks to use their expertise to deliver your design. With over 15 years in business, Gretna Signworks can do commercial and yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, magnetic signs, vehicle graphics and lettering, and so much more. Gretna Signworks also has an exceptional network of suppliers, so no job is out of scope. Find Gretna Signworks on Facebook or visit them at 2125 Bell Chase Highway today.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
You've waited for it, and now it's here. Get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt and help support our show. These 100% cotton black t-shirts with the Week in Geek Radio Show logo are going fast. So don't wait. Go to twigradio.com and order your shirt now. Just go to twigradio.com and get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt. $15 up to XL, $17 for 2X and 3X. That's twigradio.com.
Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall, the Week in Geek Radio Show celebrates 5 years on the air with a blowout geek music party. Glitch Black, Billsbury Flowboy, and the Consortium of Genius will be bringing the best in nerd rock. Also, we're having a charity raffle for geeks empowering extraordinary kids. That's Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall. Doors open at 7 p.m. Only $5 in advance and $10 at the door for this special event. Get your tickets for the Week in Geek Radio Show's anniversary celebration at ticketfly.com.
Now, back to the Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO with David D. Squared and Brian Held. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Yeah, you'll definitely want to tell your enemies.
Welcome back. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. I'm your host, D Squared, along with... Scungy, we got somebody special in the studio.
Ooh, who is it? Tell me.
Alexa Bliss.
Oh, my God.
Alexa, how the hell are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're doing great now that you're here.
I'm loving the energy.
I know.
I need it.
You got to flip that switch sometimes like you do. How do you flip your switch?
Oh, well... It takes a process to turn into what Alexa Bliss is. If you ever see me backstage, it's kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. So what I do is I always just like pace back and forth. And when I'm backstage, I'm pacing and I'm like in my own head. And anyone that watches me says I just look meaner and meaner every pass I go. And then I just kind of turn into Alexa Bliss. It's kind of weird.
So yeah, you're like the longest reigning women's champion, Raw Women's Champion. You've been like the top of your game. You were the first woman to win the Elimination Chamber. How does it feel to be like trailblazing?
A
pioneer in your field.
It's quite amazing. I've had an amazing year with WWE, amazing year and a half. Sorry, and I could not ask for any better of a year because WWE has given me so many amazing opportunities. You know, I came to SmackDown Live. You know, I wasn't really a focal point in NXT. So when I was drafted to SmackDown Live, I knew that I wasn't going to be the most praised draft pick, I guess.
Right.
And so I knew I had to come in under the radar and kick down the door. And, you know, any opportunity that you get with WWE, you have to take advantage of because a lot of times those opportunities don't come back. And, you know, it's been amazing to know that, you know, all the years in NXT have really paid off because I've been able to do these amazing things and be very grateful for it. And I'm very excited to go into my second WrestleMania as Raw Women's Champion. Last year I was like, what a better WrestleMania to come in as SmackDown Women's Champion. And now this year I'm coming in as Raw Women's Champion. And it's just amazing.
All right, so now tell me the evolution of your character. Before you got in the ring, you weren't always in the ring. How did you go from that to where you are now, just crushing it?
Oh, man. So they always say your character is an extension of yourself. They always say it's you turned up by like 100. Well, the tutu-y, foo-foo-y, glitter-blowing blue princess was the extension of my character. Like, I love all things Disney. I'm very much a child. If anyone who knows me knows that I have the maturity level of maybe a 4-year-old. So, when I had to change into what Alexa Bliss is now, it was a process. And I was very fortunate to be able to be valeting at the time with Blake and Murphy, because if I would have had to focus on, changing this character, developing this character, and having a match at the same time, I don't think I would be the Alexa Bliss I am today, because I got to take that time and just focus on the character. And that had helped me tremendously.
Right, and that now you're getting your own specialty matches, I'm proud of you. Now, here's the thing. The Week in Geek radio show, we're a bunch of damn nerds, okay?
Yes, we are.
We like video games, comic books, movies, you name it. I've heard rumors that you're really big into cosplay.
I am. So I've had different themed gears. I've done Iron Man, Freddy Krueger. Last year for WrestleMania, I did Riddler, Supergirl, Harley Quinn, obviously, if you see it on all my T-shirts. Chucky from Child's Play for Halloween. That's what I did this past year.
It's just creepy.
That is.
Well, I like portraying villains. Do you know what I mean? Well, superheroes
so
and
that's the
villains.
theme?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much a theme. And this year is a little bit of a villain, but I couldn't go too far with it.
We can't get a sneak peek or anything. You're not going to give us a tip or whatnot.
You'll have to look and see.
No.
Where do you see your persona going later as you evolve? Do you see any twists and turns maybe coming up down the road?
I feel like with what we do, you have to constantly evolve, because nowadays with social media and television and everything that's, at our hands, our phones, everyone's attention span is a lot shorter. My attention span is a lot shorter. So you have to constantly be evolving and being refreshed to keep the audience engaged and keep the WWE universe, with us. So I feel like, absolutely, will I be different in a month from now than I am today? Absolutely. I try to see how far I can push the envelope with this character and see what I can kind of get away with.
Absolutely. We're visiting with Alexa Bliss, WWE superstar. Now, this Sunday is WrestleMania.
Yes.
You got it right.
I got it. I did it. I can learn. And on Saturday, 1 p.m., you're at Access. Now, on Monday night, how different do you think you'll feel after this WrestleMania?
I don't know, because WrestleMania is, it's our Super Bowl, it's our Oscars, it's our Grammys, it's our big event. And every year, the Raw after Mania, I don't know what it is, but something always happens every year, because it's our new year. And so I don't know how I'll feel. I'll either be really happy or really mad.
You do have a tough match coming up on Sunday.
I do. I'm facing my former best friend, Nia Jax, and our match is going to be very different than the others, because, everyone that is fighting for a title is fighting just for the title, for the, having the championship and being able to say that they're champion. But our match is very personal. Yes, it's for a championship, but it's more personal than for the championship.
Y'all are really close. So, now she's got a little bit of a size advantage on you. How are you going to use her own faults against her? Can you?
Well, I can't break her down physically, but I can do it mentally. Being her best friend and her former best friend and knowing everything about her, I know her weaknesses and I can exploit them mentally to get what I want.
She's got like a fear of Prada bags or something or anything?
You'll have to see.
All right, we are visiting with Alexa Bliss. Now, don't forget, get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. There's still, they released some more, right?
They did. They recently just released some more tickets for WrestleMania, and they're available at Ticketmaster.com.
And people can watch. How can they watch WrestleMania?
On the WWE Network, of course.
Now, and if you're a first-time viewer, you get it for free. So y'all are giving away the Super Bowl.
I
know,
free.
it's great.
It is. Alexa, thank you so much for coming in, and we wish you the best all weekend long and Monday. I don't know what I'm expecting, but I hope it's going to be good.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall, the Week in Geek radio show celebrates 5 years on the air with a blowout geek music party. Glitch Black, Billsbury Flowboy, and the Consortium of Genius will be bringing the best in nerd rock. Also, we're having a charity raffle for geeks empowering extraordinary kids. That's Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall. Doors open at 7 p.m. Only $5 in advance and $10 at the door for this special event. Get your tickets for the Week in Geek radio show's anniversary celebration at ticketfly.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. And joining me in studio is Bobby Roode, man. How are you?
I'm glorious.
You should be,
Of course. That's
man.
a dumb question. I'm glorious.
This weekend, Sunday, WrestleMania, your first one, man. How are you feeling besides glorious?
I'm obviously very excited. My very first official WrestleMania, thinking about it, it's been, 20 years for me in the making. I've been in this business for almost 2 decades. So it's a moment that I've been waiting for a long time. I'm going to make the best of it this Sunday. Really looking forward to it.
All right, so now this weekend, tickets are still available at Ticketmaster.com. Now, you're going to be at the Access event?
I will be at Access Saturday night from 8 to 10, signing autographs, taking pictures, all that stuff. And, I was down at Access this morning, had a sneak peek at everything, and it's a really cool deal, a lot of interactive, cool things to do down there. The doors open tonight at 6 o'clock. There'll be some NXT matches going on every day. A lot of fun stuff going on down there.
Randy Orton, just let me know your real feelings about him.
Well,
you don't want to cuddle with him right now, do you?
I definitely don't want to cuddle with him. No, I would shake his hand though, because I have a lot of respect for Randy, and obviously disappointed in myself for losing the United States Championship to him last month. But that's just the way it goes sometimes, and I have an opportunity to reclaim that United States Championship this Sunday on the biggest stage of them all, at WrestleMania here at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. But unfortunately, or fortunately, for depending on who you ask, it's now a fatal 4-way. So we got Jinder Mahal and Rusev in the match. So there's going to be a lot going on in that match. Going to have eyes in the back of my head. Got to have definitely be on my game, I guess you could say, and. But when it comes to Randy, obviously his 16 years here and his title reigns and everything that he's accomplished in his career, you got to have respect for him.
Now tell me where you see yourself by, like, say, SummerSlam.
Well, in this business, you have to take one day at a time, especially when it comes to WrestleMania. So first and foremost, let's get WrestleMania over and done with. But, obviously from day one, I mean, if you're not in this business to be a world champion, then you're not I don't even know why you're in the business. So obviously the ultimate goal one day is to become WWE champion.
All right, now talk about the Mixed Challenge.
So the Mixed Match Challenge just wrapped up this past Tuesday. Very, very happy that we were able to raise a lot of money for some good charities and support some really good causes. Myself and the Queen, Charlotte Flair, were partners. So over the last 8 weeks, we had a lot of fun, and we were able to go out there and compete and make it to the finals. But unfortunately, the end result, we lost to The Miz and Asuka. So, it was it was fun to be a part of. It really was. It was the first time that the WWE has ever done anything like this with this Mixed Match Challenge tournament, and we did it all for a good cause. We were supporting Girl Up, and and so many other great charities got a lot of exposure too. So. It was just a real fun thing to be a part of. So now, once again, we're visiting with Bobby Roode, who's going to be Sunday night WrestleMania. I'm excited for you, man. It's going to be a great event. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Bobby, anything before you go? Well, it's going to be obviously a busy night at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. So, the next night, if you can't get your tickets down there, we are at the Smoothie King Center both Monday and Tuesday for Raw and SmackDown, which is live, of course. And if you can't catch WrestleMania live and in person, make sure you go to the WWE Network. Exactly. And if you're a first-time customer, you get it for free. Give it away to Super Bowl. Yeah, if you're a first-time customer, you get it for free. And, of course, it's going to be an early start time. I believe it starts at 6 p.m. Of course, we got the kickoff show. It's going to be a long night. It's going to be a fun night, but it's going to be well worth it. This is the Super Bowl of sports entertainment. Absolutely. All right, Bobby Roode, thank you so much. Wish you all the best. All right, guys, we'll be right back after these short commercial messages.
Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall, the Week in Geek radio show celebrates 5 years on the air with a blowout geek music party. Glitch Black, Pillsbury Flowboy, and the Consortium of Genius will be bringing the best in nerd rock. Also, we're having a charity raffle for geeks empowering extraordinary kids. That's Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall. Doors open at 7 p.m. Only $5 in advance and $10 at the door for this special event. Get your tickets for the Week in Geek radio show's anniversary celebration at Ticketfly.com.
Welcome back. This is the Week in Geek. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
Scungy.
And Scungy, we got somebody great in the building.
Yes,
Brian
indeed.
Strowman!
Yes, indeed.
Good morning, good morning.
Man, are you ready? WrestleMania is this Saturday. I'm pumped. Are you pumped?
Yeah, but it's not Saturday, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday. See, you're fired, man.
I'm fired already.
See, I'm getting too excited now. So, look, it's Sunday night. Now, I just found out that you're going to be at Access on Saturday. That's what I had in my mind. 10 a.m.
Correct.
Shaking babies, kissing hands?
Yes, sir.
All
Come
right.
on, come on out and meet all your favorite WWE superstars. Access is an awesome opportunity for the WWE Universe to come out and see superstars, all the crazy props from over the years. You never know who's going to be there. Bring your family out, man. It's an awesome experience.
All right, so I got to ask a real hard-hitting question. I'm going to throw it to my boy Scungy now. Apparently you're beefing with Wendy's. What's up with that?
Yeah, did you get your chicken sandwich, man?
I did end up getting my chicken sandwich. I had to tweet out to Wendy's a couple times. I've been having to sit around a little longer than I thought I should be, and when I'm hungry, I get a little angry. So, I reached out to Wendy's, and they were very sympathetic and apologetic for my wait for grilled chicken. So we're all good. The apology was enough to keep them from getting these hands for now.
They were afraid you were going to flip the store, weren't you?
Yeah. I thought about it because I was really hungry.
All right, now, so we got a tag team match coming up, and we got a mystery partner, or is it going to be the Brain? Is the Brain coming?
Like I've told a couple people this morning, buy the ticket or subscribe to the network, and you'll find out what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Go get it. Go to Ticketmaster. Get your tickets with Ticketmaster.
Or WWE Network, which is only $9.99 a month.
Actually, it is free for new subscribers for WrestleMania, so look at we're giving away our Super Bowl, so how do you not sign up for the WWE Network?
You have to have gotten those hands, maybe.
Maybe just a bit.
All right, so now, obviously, Saturday, you're doing Access from 10 a.m., signing autographs. Sunday night, we got the big WrestleMania. On Monday, what's going to happen on Monday?
Hopefully,
you have 2 belts, 1 belt, no belts? I want 2.
Everything in my being is going to go out there to do that and take those titles from the bar, and hopefully you'll see me walk in new tag team champions on Monday.
That's going to be great. I'm just so excited about all of this. Are you? You seem excited about this.
Yeah.
What do you think about New Orleans? Have you been to New Orleans?
Yeah.
before?
I've been to New Orleans a few times. That's the city has welcomed us with open arms. It's unbelievable. I'm just looking forward to exploring, finding new places to eat, the Creole, the stuff like that, man. New Orleans is awesome. It's one of my favorite cities to go to and stuff. The nightlife's great. Everything's awesome, and I'm really, really looking forward to kicking this week off and just having a good time and showing the WWE Universe what I can do.
There you go. So Braun Strowman, Sunday night WrestleMania, and then Monday Night Raw. Get your tickets, Ticketmaster.com. And Saturday, meet the man in the flesh. You ready for it? I want 2 belts on Monday. 2 times?
Yes, sir. Tune in and you'll see.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Come out to the St. Tammany Collectors Con April 28th at the Clarion in Covington. Toys, comic books, artists, games, and more. Meet actor John Anderson from Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Comics artist Derek Donovan, and see the Jeep from Jurassic Park. All-day entertainment for only $3 at the St. Tammany Collectors Con at the Clarion in Covington. Find out more info at sttammanycollectorscon.com. Join us. You'll be glad you did.
Do you have a message or logo that you need the world to see? Then rely on the folks at Gretna Signworks to use their expertise to deliver your design. With over 15 years in business, Gretna Signworks can do commercial and yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, magnetic signs, vehicle graphics and lettering, and so much more. Gretna Signworks also has an exceptional network of suppliers, so no job is out of scope. Find Gretna Signworks on Facebook or visit them at 2125 Belle Chase Highway today.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
You've waited for it, and now it's here. Get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt and help support our show. These 100% cotton black t-shirts with the Week in Geek Radio Show logo are going fast. So don't wait. Go to twigradio.com and order your shirt now. Just go to twigradio.com and get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt. $15 up to XL, $17 for 2X and 3X. That's twigradio.com.
Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall, the Week in Geek Radio Show celebrates 5 years in the air with a blowout geek music party. Glitch Black, Pillsbury Flowboy, and the Consortium of Genius will be bringing the best in nerd rock. Also, we're having a charity raffle for geeks empowering extraordinary kids. That's Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall. Doors open at 7 p.m. Only $5 in advance and $10 at the door for this special event. Get your tickets for the Week in Geek Radio Show's anniversary celebration at ticketfly.com.
Hey, this is Jason Douglas. Actually, this is Beerus the Destroyer, and you're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
This is Brian Hell with the Week in Geek radio show on News Talk 99.5 WRNO, and I'm joined by a very special guest, Miss Jency Griffin. She's an actress and producer and director here in Louisiana. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks so much for having us on the show. It was so fun. I love it.
Awesome. So you started here in Louisiana. You got a theater degree, but then you moved to L.A., and now you're back. Can you kind of describe that briefly to me, that process?
Oh, sure. Well, I went to Louisiana Tech, got an awesome degree in theater, like you said, and then moved to Los Angeles with hopes, to make it as an actress. And that's really tough. But I decided once I was getting better auditions here in Louisiana, about 2008, I came back because I felt like I had a better opportunity here, and I got to be close to my family. So it's like the best of both worlds, a dream come true, really. Pursue your acting career and be home,
Oh, definitely. Now, one of the things I noticed when I was looking at the different works that you've done, you're a fan of period pieces.
Yes.
Is that particularly the 1800s or a larger range?
I actually want to do a number of period pieces all the way, from World War II. I have all kinds of ideas for different eras, but I've been focusing on the 1800s for about 5 years now. And I have two very big projects that I'd like to do set during the Civil War era, about racial issues and women during that time. So I'm working towards that, and I've made a bunch of short films to showcase what I can do with a certain amount of money, and then I'll go for the big kahuna in the next few years.
No, that's cool. I'm a fan of history myself. I particularly like the medieval period, but yeah. Cool. Well, speaking of productions, you mentioned that you have a feature coming out later this year.
Yes, well, I'm actually producing a romantic comedy for the first time this year. It's basically, it's called Daisy and Smiling Jack, and it's a romantic comedy, kind of like Frances Ha or like an indie like Napoleon Dynamite. It's kind of funny and quirky and something completely different than I've ever done before, but I really wanted to do something just to challenge myself a little different than the period stuff. And it's a little cheaper and easier to make on your first feature. So
No, that sounds cool. I'm excited to see it. So
thanks.
That's not the only work that you've been doing. There's an event that's coming up very soon, the Louisiana International Film Festival. That's going to be April 19th through the 21st, and you're working to put this on, right?
Yes, I have been working with the Louisiana International Film Festival for about 5 years, and we are in our 6th year this year, and we are so excited to bring this event again to Baton Rouge. It's growing every year. Last year we had Renee Zellweger with us. She was a part of one of our screenings, and we just keep getting like bigger and bigger every year, and I feel like the community's really enjoying the festival more and more because we're getting the word out a little sooner every year. And right now tickets are on sale. The All Access Pass is on sale already online. Gives you all access to all the films at lifilmfest.org. And so, the festival is, full of music and film and food and all kinds of things. And you get to hear and meet directors and producers. And we also have a mentorship program that goes on for people who are interested in getting into the industry. So we have it for students on Friday, all day at Celtic. They get to learn from all different industry professionals from, all over Louisiana. We bring in everybody from people who are professional droning operators to cinematographers to actors to talk to these kids about the potential of having a career in film here in Louisiana. And then on Saturday, we have something that's for the filmmakers themselves, and we have bring in a lot of panelists to talk about the tax credits and the things going on with, how to make your film, how to produce it, how to get it distributed, all on Saturday during the festival. So there's a wide range of things going on during the festival. One of the things I'm most excited about is a film that I actually worked on. It's called Blaze, and Ethan Hawke directed it.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if you've heard about it, but it was shot in Louisiana last year, and I was on the producer team, and I got to experience, working with Ethan and his wife. His wife is amazing. Her name is Ryan Hawke. She's one of the producers, and it was filmed out on Plantation Studios, which is out in Jackson, Louisiana. And so we will be having the Louisiana premiere right here at Louisiana International Film Festival on Thursday. and it's a film about Blaze Foley. And Blaze Foley was a legend of a musician. He's Austin famous, and we just had the premiere, the Texas premiere in South by Southwest, and so we are the third screening of this film, and it'll just rock your socks off. It's a beautiful love story about a man who died too early. So it's amazing.
Nice.
I know I said a lot there, but
no,
yeah.
That's good. That's good. And of course, we are talking with Jency Griffin Hogan with the Louisiana International Film Festival. Now, I'm assuming that all the films at the festival are focused on Louisiana filmmakers, right?
Well, we have films from all over the world. We have 50 films coming from all over the world, and we have sometimes we'll have directors coming from London or from New York or in LA, and that's we just find that they love coming to Louisiana to experience the food and the culture, and then we love learning from them how they've put their films together, and they do the Q&As after the films. And so really there's documentaries, there's narratives, and then a whole Louisiana section of filmmakers has submitted their films, so we have Louisiana films shot here in Louisiana as well.
So you mentioned that all these films are happening, and that's going to be at the Cinemark Perkins Row, right, in Baton Rouge?
It's Perkins Row. It's April 19th to the 22nd. We have that Blaze movie as our opening night film. It's on Thursday the 19th. Ben Dickey, who plays Blaze in the film, will be playing it right after the film, and that'll be a concert that'll just be amazing. I'll really enjoy that. And then our closing night film is called Stuck, which is a great film about 6 strangers that get stuck in in a subway. And then we have Peter Simon with Minus the Saint closing us out on Sunday night, and that's a local band, which would really be awesome.
Cool. Now tell me a little more about the panels, because that really surprised me. I thought it was just films, but so where are those going to be taking place?
So on Friday we have a mentorship program for youth. Anybody can come to it, but we focus on the students, and we have them come all through the day and learn from all these different filmmakers. Local Louisiana talent will speak to the kids about what they do in the industry here. That is happening at Celtic Studios. And then the mentorship program continues on into Saturday, and that's where we have a lot of panels about filmmaking for filmmakers, like producing and getting distribution and things like that. That all happens on Saturday at Perkins Row in our filmmaker lounge.
All right, cool. Well, some quick closing thoughts. I know the film industry in Louisiana has been rocky over the past couple of years, but it seems like it's on an upswing right now. We've got 17 productions in queue that are happening. What are your thoughts on the current state?
Well, I think, the big film companies got a little scared off by the cap, but there's still a lot of money to be spent here in the state, and there's still a lot of tax credits to be given out. And we also have a great indigenous filmmaker credit, which is building up these independent films, which are, maybe not as big of a budget for a lot of these filmmakers, but it's younger, maybe filmmakers that are just from here that can apply for the tax credit. And so you're seeing a lot of independent films come here. And that is wonderful, because it gives a lot of Louisiana talent opportunity that may not have had it in the bigger films,
Absolutely.
So
I'm so tired of hearing that everything's on either coast. There's so much talent down here, and definitely a good opportunity for us. So tell folks where they can go to get tickets and all the information about the event.
So you can go online to lifilmfest.org and get an all-access pass. They're on sale right now. We also have individual tickets for the screenings on sale, and you can see all the list of all the films right there and click and purchase a ticket. We have a Facebook and a website. You can look up Louisiana International Film Festival on our Facebook, or you can go to lifilmfest.org.
All right, and for folks to follow you in particular with your new feature coming out, where do folks find you on the net?
I am Jency, so it's JENCY Hogan.com.
All right, good deal. Awesome. Well, I'm so much looking forward to your feature presentation that's coming out later this year, and hopefully we'll talk again very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, hang on for a second. Guys, when we get back, we're going to close out the show as we always do with This Week in Geek History. You're listening to The Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Come out to the St. Tammany Collectors Con April 28th at the Clarion in Covington. Toys, comic books, artists, games, and more. Meet actor John Anderson from Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Comics artist Derek Donovan, and see the Jeep from Jurassic Park. All-day entertainment for only $3 at the St. Tammany Collectors Con at the Clarion in Covington. Find out more info at sttamanycollectorscon.com. Join us. You'll be glad you did.
Do you have a message or logo that you need the world to see? Then rely on the folks at Gretna Signworks to use their expertise to deliver your design. With over 15 years in business, Gretna Signworks can do commercial and yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, magnetic signs, vehicle graphics and lettering, and so much more. Gretna Signworks also has an exceptional network of suppliers, so no job is out of scope. Find Gretna Signworks on Facebook or visit them at 2125 Bell Chase Highway today.
Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop located at 631 North Carrollton or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
You've waited for it, and now it's here. Get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt and help support our show. These 100% cotton black t-shirts with the Week in Geek Radio Show logo are going fast. So don't wait. Go to twigradio.com and order your shirt now. Just go to twigradio.com and get your very own Week in Geek Radio Show t-shirt. $15 up to XL, $17 for 2X and 3X. That's twigradio.com.
Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall, the Week in Geek Radio Show celebrates 5 years on the air with a blowout geek music party. Glitch Black, Billsbury Flowboy, and the Consortium of Genius will be bringing the best in nerd rock. Also, we're having a charity raffle for geeks empowering extraordinary kids. That's Friday, May 4th at Southport Hall. Doors open at 7 p.m. Only $5 in advance and $10 at the door for this special event. Get your tickets for the Week in Geek Radio Show's anniversary celebration at ticketfly.com.
Welcome back to The Week in Geek. Don't forget, you can listen to previous episodes on the iHeartRadio app at The Week in Geek Radio Show. Here are your hosts, D Squared and Brian Held.
Welcome back. This is The Week in Geek. I'm D Squared along with
Brian Held.
Now, Brian, as always, we want to strongly urge people to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Check out our website at twigradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio and the Instagram's The Week in Geek. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, once we're on the air, of course, we're going to drop this on Spreaker.com, or you can download Spreaker for your smartphone or tablet. We're also on iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, Google Play,
and
iHeartRadio,
of other stuff,
and all those other places. Yes.
All right, let's get to it, man. Let's wrap this show up.
All right.
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
This week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
All right, Brian, what's topping us off?
All right, first item on my list is April 2nd, 1827. The first lead pencils are manufactured by Joseph Dixon in his factory in Salem, Massachusetts.
Wow.
He
like
is
a mechanical lead pencil or just like
no.
the number 2 pencil?
The number 2 pencil, yeah.
Wow.
Right, and he's largely responsible for the development of the graphite industry in the United States. That's kind of nifty,
Mr. Graphite. That's like a superhero name.
Yeah, it does.
Dibs.
Okay.
Dibs. I'm going to be Mr. Graphite.
Which I was watching some sort of thing about pencils. Did you know that the hardness, the number, is related to the amount of graphite to clay ratio that's in the...
Did not know that.
Yes.
Wow. So. All right. So Mr. Graphite, and then we can have Mr. Bic would be an ink pen, and then the highlighter. We're making a team here, dude. Come on, throw me a bone here.
This terrible.
No, I think it's a great idea. We're gonna write a comic book.
All right.
Get either Roland or Derek Donovan or
Preston Acevedo.
Yeah, that avocado, that hack doodler tracer guy.
All right.
All right, what's next?
April 3rd in the year 2000.
Sorry.
Yeah. The sport of geocaching begins with the very first cache placed and the coordinates from a GPS posted on Usenet. So
like the first digital scavenger hunt?
Yeah. Have you ever
What do they
done
put in it?
Well, you can put anything, right? You can write a little
number
note.
2 pencil?
You could put a number 2 pencil.
I'd be really pissed if I scoured the internet in the world to go to this little number 2 pencil.
Some people leave maybe a little Altoids tins with a note and a part of a number 2 pencil.
The evil enemy, the arch nemesis would be the eraser. Curse you, eraser! That's it. We got it. All right. Somebody write this crap down.
All right. Wait,
Pearls of wisdom here.
Recording it for posterity.
Sure.
Dave.
Nobody can steal this. Dibs.
All right.
This is what happens when you're on the radio. People steal your stuff.
All right. April 4th, 1968. Directed by Stanley Kubrick, MGM releases the science fiction film 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. Can't you get those voices for like the Cox Home where you can put on your alarm and all that other jazz and actually talk to your thermostat?
Oh, like Alexa as Dave?
Right. Yeah, Alexa too.
Yeah.
Just drop the thermostat to 62. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. You're killing the earth, Dave. I'm sorry.
Well, you
Think
are.
green. Shut up.
I think you can. I think you can do that.
I'm one person. I can't destroy the entire world by myself.
Oh, yes.
But eraser can.
All right. This one's kind of interesting. On April 5th, 1995, sees the release to the internet of the Security Administrator tool for analyzing networks, otherwise known by its acronym as Satan.
Satan.
Yes, but
your cat. Your cat is the devil.
No, my cat is not the devil.
Yes, it is.
But it's interesting. It's a network scanner for investigating the vulnerability of systems, and apparently it works pretty darn good. It's
Satan works really good.
Yeah, it's not evil at all. It does what it's supposed to do.
Way to go, Satan.
Right.
Not today, Satan.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Jokes. Moving on.
April 6th, 1984. Directed by Wolfgang Peterson, sees the release of The Never-Ending Story.
Atreyu.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know.
What?
I liked it, but I don't have this overriding insane fondness that a lot of people do. Though.
You and every other child who saw that wanted a luck dragon. I'm just going to say it. Yes.
No, I didn't.
You're lying.
I wanted a book that I could go into it.
Do you know that
that
is also like the most saddest movie on the planet? Right?
No.
Yeah, no.
E.T.
No,
E.T. is the saddest.
No, because remember Atreyu was trying to bring the horse through the swamp of sadness.
Yeah, the horse was a dummy. He got stuck in quicksand. He deserved to go out.
But he
like
died because he was sad and depressed. It's like he succumbed.
Is that the birth of the goth movement? Did that movie launch the whole goth ship?
It could have. Yeah. All right. Last item on my list, Dave, is April 8th, 1981. Disc jockey Larry Norton ends his record-breaking continuous broadcast of 484 hours on a radio station. That was WGRQ-FM in Buffalo, New York. So it was a little over 20 days.
Why the hell did he do that?
I don't know. Guinness Book of World Records.
So he just... What did he do? Did he just spin records, or did he talk the whole time? Was that a 20-day filibuster?
I don't know.
I gotta know.
Well, we could dig into it later, Dave.
Well, no, I want to set the record now.
Oh, well, I'd have to look it up.
I basically live at the radio station.
Well, right. Maybe,
so I might as well just do it.
Maybe you can set a record, right? While you're training for Overwatch,
right,
you can set the record for continuous broadcast.
Oh, we got to go find Eddie, too. Maybe we're going to do the click, talk, boom
I know.
podcast.
Yes.
It's happening.
All right, birthdays. You ready?
Sure.
On the 2nd, Clark Gregg, Phil Coulson. Right?
Oh, Agent Coulson?
Yes, Agent Coulson, yes.
I didn't know he had a real name.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
On the 3rd, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the 4th, Robert Downey Jr.
Who's that?
Yeah, who's that? Get out of here. On the 5th, Haley Atwell, Agent Carter.
Who's that? Like everybody in Marvel was born this month or something?
Apparently so.
What's going on there?
On the 6th, intergalactic space pimp himself, Billy D. Williams. Yes.
Yeah.
And on the 7th, Jackie Chan.
I love that dude.
No, he's great.
All right, man. So, what are we doing next week?
What are we doing next week? Let's see.
I know these things.
We're going to have author Michael J. Sullivan as our guest next week. He's got a bunch of fantasy novels that he's done. That's our boy Brian D. Anderson hooked us up with that. Yes.
Good deal.
So that's what's going on. And, our party. We didn't even mention our party.
Jesus, man. May 4th. May the 4th be with you. 5 years on the air. The Week in Geek is celebrating on May 4th at Southport Hall. Doors open at 7.
Yes.
Give them the lineup, baby.
Yeah, so we're going to have Billsbury Flowboy, Glitch Black, and Consortium of Genius playing all night. And, of course, the big charity raffle for Geeks Empowering Extraordinary Kids. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a good night. And, get your tickets now at ticketfly.com.
Ticketfly.com.
I
$5
remembered
in advance
something.
and 10 at the door.
5 in advance, 10 at the door?
Yes, sir.
I love that.
Yep.
All right, guys. This has been another exciting installment of The Week in Geek. Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.